Hey, how's it going? I'm Nathan Stone, Regional Coordinator for Greenpeace Frontline. I'm standing outside of the iconic, historic Greenpeace office at 702 H Street, Northwest in Washington, D.C. Hi again, Frontline. Through the use of video magic, I've been zipped across the country to my Frontline office in Portland, Oregon, at 205 Southeast Grand Avenue, and that zip code is 97214. We're all scattered across the country, and we're all working on the same positive issues to make an impact on some of the most important environmental issues in the history of this planet. And we're getting major results. I wanted to make this video because I know that we can go above and beyond it. I know that we can grab that extra member every day, grab that extra dollar, and help us at Greenpeace to make an even bigger impact. So I want to introduce you guys to some of the people who work in a lot of different aspects and a lot of different realms of this organization, and what they could do if we go that extra mile to make that extra impact.
Hey, how's it going? Frontline, I'm John Baker. I'm an IT specialist here at Greenpeace, and the extra dollars that you guys raise out there on the streets for us, for IT, really help us with remote technology, that we can not only reach more activists that way, but we can also support all of our offices all across the country. So thanks a lot for all the support.
I'm Tom Wetter. I'm the Deputy Chief Operating Officer and General Counsel. If Frontline were really to bring in a whole bunch more money, you know, if it's $5 million or whatever, I mean, there's plenty of things we could do with that. And one of the things specifically in legal is that we with so much stuff going on, we're often, you know, have to be very reactive on things with actions and other things to protect the organization from liability. But more money would also give us the luxury of being maybe more proactive in certain things.
What's up, Frontline? I'm Elise Neighbors, the National Canvas Campaign Coordinator, and my big dream for the vision of the entirety of the future is for us to continue kicking ass on the ground so that we can build the campaign department in Frontline, so that we can become the real huge grassroots machine that I know we've got. So I want to see in 2010, I want to see more trainings, more campaign work, more organizing on the ground in our local communities, and you guys can make that happen. So thanks so much.
All right. Hi, I'm Nathan Santry. I'm the Actions Team Director, and I started out in the Canvas in 1988 in Seattle. And I really appreciate the work that Frontline does. And the way the Action Unit operates is we know that you guys bust your asses to get the money that we spend on the actions, and hopefully include as many of you guys as well as we go. I know that my staff will be telling you about the gizmos and the gadgets and the equipment and the hardware that they want and that they dream of, and I'll leave that to them. The most important thing to me is that the more that the campaigns department has a big pot of money, the more we can aspire to do the kind of actions that inspire others and inspire ourselves. So I'll give you an example. The Mount Rushmore action cost over $100,000. The legal defense afterwards probably cost somewhere close to that as well. And it took about 9 months to plan and about 6 staffers working for months to make it happen. And the more we have that pot of money to work with, the more we can raise our ambition and do that stuff that is of that scale that only Greenpeace can and will do. And the more you guys are out there giving us those funds, the more we love you and the more we're going to try to spend them like that.
How you doing? I'm Jim Riccio. I do the nuclear work here at Greenpeace. If you guys are raising a lot of money on the streets, I'm going to be able to do more stuff like this. We need to basically be present and fight the nuclear industry so that we can oppose them as being a false solution to what we really need, which is an energy revolution.
Hey, this is Kurt Davies at the Research Department. We just launched this new project, Polluter Watch, polluterwatch.com. This is an attack on the polluters that influence the policy arena and are really crippling this country's efforts to solve global warming. So what we need from you guys is extra effort now to raise money so we can make this thing sing. It's everything from hiring television reporters to go out and jump these polluters where they live and where they least expect it, ask them the most difficult questions, things you can do out in the field, and we'd love to involve you in that too. It's also raising money so we can get more research fellows and get people doing the hardcore research that'll really break these guys down. So have at, and we'll get in touch with you and get you involved in the project soon.
Hey, I'm Larry Liebler, and I'm the Greenpeace Organizing Term Coordinator in Washington, D.C. And the Greenpeace Organizing Term is a semester-long training program for young activists who come from their campuses all over the country, and we train them on the basic fundamentals of grassroots organizing. And we take them on trips to work on real campaign work and basically integrate them into the much larger grassroots community through the student network. Now, by raising more money, what we'll be able to do is bring more students into this program and be able to transform this movement in a very, very real way.
Hey, I'm Joe. I work in media for Greenpeace, and one of the things the organization has done well throughout its history is use the media to get our message out about the importance of environmental change. With more resources, we could build new tools, develop expertise, and train our staff and activists to use media in new ways to get out our message.
Hey, I'm Mary Sweeters. I'm an organizing manager in Chicago. My job is to manage field organizers who are all over the country. And if the field team had more money, we would love to open up an office in every single state in the country so we can do more grassroots work and get more people involved.
If we had more resources, we would kick more ass and we would save more oceans faster, basically. We are struggling to take on some of these guys. They just have so much power, but a little bit more capacity, and we will take them down, and it is going to be fun.
Hey folks, I'm Lindsay Allen. I work on the forest team most of the time. I'm a campaigner based out in the San Francisco office. I wanted to start by thanking you for the work that you do. Not just raising money, but also helping us kick Kimberly Clark's ass. It was really fulfilling to work on that campaign. And then following that up by launching the Amazon campaign that we practically won in a day. So I was asked the question, what could we do with a bunch more money? And I think there's 1,000 ideas that come to mind, but right now we're really working with the team in the Amazon, and it's incredible the work that we can do when we have things like planes and ships. And I know that they're really cool toys, but they're also really, really good monitoring tools. So the only reason why Greenpeace can deliver on the soy campaign and say we know for a fact that soy is not continuing to expand into the Amazon and it's not being, the ancient forest there is not being lit on fire is because we fly over it and we say it's not on fire anymore. And when we flew over it a year ago, we were flying through smoke for hours. So I think one resource that we would really love to have in the Amazon team is another plane, not just because it's cool, but because it's a good monitoring tool. And then we also are looking at doing a ship tour in the next couple years. And I think part of what a ship tour does is it gives us, it's almost a mobile action base. But the ships are really expensive. It's almost $100,000 a day to run ships internationally. So to do something like that for the Amazon campaign, to go after the next really big target, which could be anything from illegal logging to infrastructure, we're going to need a lot of support. So good luck with all the work that you do, and thanks for everything you do.
So Nate asked me to tell you what it is that we can do if Frontline digs in and goes hard and we get ourselves an extra 5,000 or 10,000 members this year. Well, here's the deal. Frontline is right now the most cost-effective way that Greenpeace USA can expand its horizons and its grassroots strength. That's what we're here to do, and we're here to make millions of members realize how effective we are as a strategic organization that wins the big victories against the big polluters. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to dig deep. And what I want to challenge you all to do is know that within yourself, you've always got that spot for that extra connection a day, that extra member, and that's what we push for. The reason I'm asking you to think about this is because when we set the bar so high that the senior management team here at Greenpeace knows that we cannot be stopped, we're going to get ourselves into Dallas-Fort Worth. We're going to Miami in a few months just because you guys have been so strong. But there's so many other cities. There's Phoenix, there's Nashville, there's Honolulu, there's Knoxville, there's Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's endless. We need to get out there. We need to dig deep and win. And that's what that extra member every day means, in addition to kicking the asses of the biggest polluters in the world and making this country a green energy revolution in action. I love you guys. Love it.
Every extra inch every frontliner goes, every extra member that we get, enables Greenpeace to shut down that next coal plant. It enables Greenpeace to work to save that extra acre of the rainforest in the Amazon or in the Congo or in Papua New Guinea. Every extra member that we recruit gives us that much more political power. So when we go to corporations or to governments, they listen and they do what we demand. Every day that you're in the rain, every day you're in the snow, every day you're in the heat wave, every day there's a forest fire in Southern California and you're out there hustling, that's another day that we're saving another species from global warming.